This is how I took 7,104 paint samples and laid them out to make this big image of Bob Ross. So step one was to go to the paint store and see if I could actually get 7,000 of them. Is there a limit to the amount of color swaths that I take?
You wouldn't be able to just like bring in 7,000
Yeah.
and just give them to you.
So the people at the paint store obviously said no, but I found a workaround, which was if you went on Sherwin-Williams' website, then you could order them for free and they would ship them to you for free. The problem is you could only order 10 per day, and I needed 7,000, so that was going to take like close to 2 years. So I thought, okay, instead of having Sherwin-Williams send me 7,000 directly, what if I get 710 people to all order 10 and then they ship them to me? And I read through all the fine print on Sherwin-Williams' website, and I don't think it's illegal to do this. So I did that, but I still needed to figure out how to actually make the image. So I made this image in Photoshop, and then I had my friend Max help me write a computer program that analyzed each pixel and saved the color data, which is just some combination of red, green, and blue, and then cross-referenced that to the Sherwin-Williams colors. And once I found a match, just went through and recreated the entire image. And what that ended up actually looking like was just a super long spreadsheet. And I took that, just went line by line and ordered each individual color sample. And this took the longest, this is the longest part of the whole process. I think it took around 3 weeks maybe. And I was finally ready to actually start making it once I was done with that. And I meant to make it 8 feet tall, but I made a mistake and I realized that I'd forgotten that these things were 2 inches wide. And so it was going to be twice as big. It was going to be 16 feet tall.
That's a mistake.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
So I was like, that's okay. We can just make it double the size. So I got more plywood and made it 16 feet tall, attached the plywood to a storage rack at the back of my art studio. And my ladder was just barely tall enough. If I stood on that top step that says do not step and went on my tippy toes, then I could just reach the top of it. And I just went row by row and attached them all with tape. I made myself a tape necklace. The time lapse makes it look super fast. It was much slower, obviously, in real life. I think it took about a week maybe to do the full attaching it to the wall, but that was just after my 9 to 5, and I think I took 1 weekend to do it as well. And so when it was done, I appreciated it for about 5 seconds, took a picture, then I disassembled the entire thing and I split it up into all these frames. I wanted to basically make it so like it was fractionalized, and so people could have a little part of the full piece and put it in their house that they want. I also thought it'd be fun to make 5 of them in these boxes and ship 1 to New York, 1 to London, 1 to Paris, 1 to Hong Kong, and 1 to a Wendy's in Ohio. It's finders keepers. If you live in one of those cities and you want a piece of Bob Ross in your house, then go grab them. If you're the first one, you can have it. And if you don't live in one of those cities, the rest are just up on my website. I hope you liked it. That's the end.